pretty weird.
T3 Media.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Talking Through the Media, your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. We are back on another Thursday. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and joining me in the studio, back again for his triumphant return, Kevin the director. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Not much. I'm doing good. It's been forever.
I know, man. I know. I'll get in all of our. I just refused to give him the address, and finally decided. I was like, all right, fine. Let's do this.
I had to surprise you at Fan Expo Dallas somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of which, we're going to talk about Fan Expo Dallas. We're going to talk about a lot of other interesting topics that just popped up this week and some trending things as well. We're going to be joined later on by Joy as well. She had to take a quick phone call. Why am I telling you all this? You guys don't want to know all the behind the scenes stuff. Another reason why we were late is because we were supposed to be live on all the major platforms. We are missing one. I was approved for TikTok, and the second we're about to go live, revoked. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Did I use foul language while I was testing last? I don't know. I don't know what I did. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Streamlabs, help me out, man. What did I do wrong? What did I do? All right, go. What did I do? What did I do? We'll figure it all out, guys. But you guys know, like I said, you guys know how the show usually goes. We're going to talk about all the topics that we have lined up. You guys want to chime in? You want to help us support the channel? Let your voice be heard in the comment section. I'm watching the chats and everything. You want to support the channel? Hit the like button. Donate. Let us know what you guys think on the things that we're going to talk about. And like I always say, let's just keep talking, guys. Let's get right into it. Well, I can't throw it to Joy, so I'm going to have to have to squint and look at this paper and get this stuff started. Let's start it off with Dallas Expo, man. We just got back, had a great week. I bumped into a lot of great people, and then all of a sudden, Paul Rudd just taps me on the shoulder. It turns out to be this guy.
Yeah, no, like
what was your experience, man?
I had a good experience. Like I filmed there plenty of times, but I stopped after a little bit of a mixture of miscommunication and just I guess personal / professional kind of different ways of handling things with Fan Expo Dallas. So I just figured when they announced a special guest that I really wanted to get an autograph on on a specific item that I had procured this year, I was like, you know what? I gotta go, and I bought a 1-day badge for Saturday and paid around a little around $190 to $200 just to get the autograph, because there's two different autographs. There's ones you can buy on his table, and it's like this 8.5 by 11 size thing, or you can get a personalized, customized item. And I'm like, my item has got to be custom. I'm sorry, because it's a giant poster and want it to happen, and I can do that for you until the missus gets here. Do I just do up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or down, yeah.
Up or down. Okay. But yeah, no. Waited in line for an hour. Thankfully, it didn't take too long. And once I got it done, I brought that poster back to my car, put it in a safe place.
You got out of there.
And I just, I got my Ant-Man suit
Oh,
next.
that's when you put the Ant-Man on, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Oh, is it on auto again? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's on auto. Yeah, it's on auto. But yeah, no, aside from that, it was, I had a good time. Bumped into a lot of friends. A lot of friends were like, that's you? Wait, you look good. What happened? I'm like, tunnel's what happened, man. I've been working out, dieting, and walking a lot more.
Yeah.
Even like at my job, like normally I would do Uber Eats, but now I actually walk great distance to go get my food for lunch. So that way I can walk the long distance back and get my cardio in, get my steps in.
Yeah, man, you look great, man. There you are right there. You were the man himself. The dude, he broke into the Avengers facility and stole the suit. Showed up.
That's fun fact. Originally, I had gotten the suit from this one guy. The suit was good looking, but it's tight, but it fits good. But one of my friends on Instagram was like, "Hey, this guy is selling his old Ant-Man suit," and he showed me the link, and it was this thing. And I'm like, I can only imagine how much. Guess how much it was?
A suit like that, I would have to say at least $500.
You're off by 100.
4.
Yeah.
By 4, okay.
Yeah, the guy was selling it for 400. I'm like,
good deal.
I'll buy this.
Yeah. I'll buy that for $1.
Because that guy, like, he makes some of the best stuff I've ever seen. Like, they're not doing commissions at all, like taking any commissions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to get this.
Yeah.
I need to get this. And literally the day before, my friend Foximus Prime and I were hanging out, and we were fixing up the mess because there's this little part in the middle of this thing that was kind of, it was still good, but we just needed to secure it. But it's secured now, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, that was. You said you have on your channel. If people want to go there as well. You said you have some footage of everything that you covered. Your time there.
My time here. If anyone wants to watch previous Fan Expo Dallas videos or even Comic Palooza videos, particularly from the year 2015 to 2021/2022. Just head over my YouTube channel, Kevin the Director, KEVINTHE Director.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it was a great time, man. We're gonna talk about it a little bit more. I wanted to just get your
was this your first Fan Expo Dallas, by the way?
My first Fan Expo. You're gonna open up the can of worms. I'm just gonna. It wasn't supposed to be. It was our second time being approved. Me and Joy's first time us going. It was 2022. We were invited. I've talked about this before, especially on the blog.
I'm guessing you couldn't make it in 2022.
I couldn't make it in 2022, but let's say, long story short, there was a person that was representing the outlet and decided to just use the press passes for their own personal, gain, and didn't. And I had to pull teeth to get the footage that. The press pass was meant for. So I felt personally, I wrote this out. I had a whole blog story about it. I don't name names or anything. I'm not going to do that. But it put a bad taste in my mouth. I felt like I let them down. That they trusted me to do cover the event like I said I was going to. I put my trust in the wrong person. They didn't do what they were promised to do. And I just felt like I don't deserve to go back. So in 2023, I didn't apply. And then this year, we had such a good time at leading up to Comic Palooza. I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't know. Let's see. And they approved me, and I was like, yeah, let's come on back. And it was a great time. It was so much fun. I met Ant-Man.
The worst thing they can say is no. That's the one thing I've learned about press is anytime you apply, as long as you fill out the information that they ask for. And as long as you're consistent with your posts and your uploads, I mean, it's not,
Well, he was, because for Fan Expo, it was last minute that he didn't even think it was still open to apply because it was legitimately the week before.
Because Comic Palooza has a cutoff time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But they don't.
So that's
their
why
cutoff time was very close to the event.
he was like, well, there's no point because it's in a week. So, and then he saw, oh, wait, they're still letting you apply. So he was like, okay, cool. I guess we'll just try it and see.
The worst thing they can say is no. I know I applied this month for New York Comic Con. So if I get the press pass, and I already bought my plane ticket, but if they say yes to it, I'm going to start looking for a place to stay for New York Comic Con. But I'm definitely going to be bringing Ant-Man up for Sunday on my birthday to New York Comic Con so I can relax and wander around. And hopefully I can bump into a couple other Avengers there and I can be like, yay.
That'd be cool. That'd be a good get.
Hell yeah, man.
But Fan Expo was amazing. It was a great time. I didn't know how they would react to Ruby Rod. Would they respect the Ruby Rod? They did. It was amazing.
It was a way bigger response than Comic Palooza.
Like, the thing is, like, I think a lot. Like, if you have a lot of Mandalorians, it's not going to get because people see there's Mandalorians everywhere. But if you do something as rare and as memorable as Rudy Rod, particularly if it's not a cosplay that everyone does and it's a rarity, especially at Fan Expo Dallas, you're going to turn
and
a lot.
The nostalgia of it. Yeah,
I think it was too. Just like I was always so surprised that there were so many people that were genuinely like acting as if it's Chris Tucker standing there. Because when he starts doing the voice, there were ladies that were just giggling and like, oh my God,
speaking of which,
and I was just like,
watching on Instagram, Miss Delia, she was one of the crew members there. Yep, I made it pop.
So I was just like, people were so excited. Say something else. Say this. Do that.
Just My Opinion is in the chat as well too. I love that channel, guys. Thank you guys for joining us on Instagram. Let us know what you guys think. Comment, hit the like button, help us out. And
could hear people yelling from a distance. Ruby!
From a distance.
Ruby!
Yeah.
Trying to get its attention.
And I told you, I said that Ruby Rod, that's the stewardess who she dressed up as. That's your line. So from now on, you're going to have to walk in the room before I do and just introduce Ruby Rod. And then I'll come in and I, Corbin Dallas, you know.
You should just get like that recording from the actual like intro to Ruby Rod, like, 99 for.
I did that on Instagram. I put that on one of the, I did put that sound in, so I got that sound.
But do it like as an actual like giant like recording that everyone can hear within earshot and be like.
For the Cosmos Radio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just do that and then just make a giant entrance, be like, Corbin Dallas!
Exactly. What was it for this super? Oh man, what was now you got me on the spot. I'm trying to remember the whole line. Corbin Dallas, welcome to the winner of the Gemini Pancake Contest. I gotta memorize those lines. I gotta step up my showman game on that. But yeah, it was a great time, and there was a lot of amazing cosplay there as well. And I don't want to just make it all about me, even though I am the whole damn show. Anyway, sorry, but there was some great cosplayers there, like Casey Lee.
I saw her.
Talked to her. I missed
her
out
because
if
we
I
would
have saw
have.
her.
She's like this, like she's definitely in the top 3 Gozer cosplays. One was there's one Gozer cosplay I saw a couple of years ago in 21. Yeah. And granted, it was during the time when things were coming back online, but they had like this set design where they had like the terror dogs, and it was basically like the backdrop looked like the actual scene from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And I did this thing where she pretended to pet the paradox, and it's like, die!
Yes.
And I did little special effects and whatnot. And I'm like, I am so in love with the shot.
I would have lost my mind if I
She
would have
took
saw
a
that.
photo with that whole Ghostbusters crew.
Yeah.
She
I
got some
saw
shots
that too.
with them.
She reached out to us and said that she was looking for us. She would have freaked out if she would have saw us in our Fifth Element. And she's had her kids do the Fifth Element cosplay as well. I want to try it for next year, because remember I talked to David the Smiley about trying to do something big for the Fifth Element, and I told her about it. We're planning some things out. That maybe she will, maybe she won't. Maybe I'll get this thing going. I don't have any details yet. It's very hush hush. Don't worry about it. We're gonna work on it. I'm gonna make it hot like fire. All right. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
Didn't you say show me some pics where the Ghostbusters crew even got McKenna Grace, the actress?
Yeah, they did.
To take photos in there.
Nice.
I'll pull those up for tomorrow, but I don't have them set up right now. I did see other like it was a huge Doctor Who.
They were because Comic Palooza did not have
as much
that.
love for the Doctor Who.
I don't know if it was just because
they didn't even have the TARDIS there. I know there was a time back, like a decade ago, where they had the actual TARDIS, and I was thinking, okay,
whatever that is, I don't know much about that.
It's like the telephone box. His machine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, coming out of it, and 10 years ago, and I'm like, I wonder if they have that again, so I can recreate that photo.
And it was there, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, it wasn't there this year.
It was at Fan Expo?
No, at Comic Palooza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Fan Expo, obviously they had the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it just was like, it's over 60 years of traveling in time and space, and right now they got Nshuti playing the 15th Doctor, and they're about to end the I think it's the 14th series, and you can actually watch it on Disney Plus right now. So it's and they're about to do the 2-part season finale. So it's like exciting, Yeah,
it's amazing. This Xavier Cox was like, I almost cried after this picture was taken. They had so many amazing moments. I wish I could have gotten this picture right here. I wish I could have.
Keith David.
Yeah, been able to meet Keith David. I would have said his line from the sequel to Tales from the Hood, like, welcome to hell. Because I know he wouldn't have expected that. Everybody wants to talk about gargoyles. Everybody wants to talk about Spawn. I'd have been like, Tales from the Hood too, baby. That's what I would have done.
Chris saw some... nobody that took a picture, just somebody passing through that had a gargoyle that he's been looking for. That they clearly bought.
The gargoyles all behind me here. I'm trying to collect them all, and somebody had one that I don't have. But just didn't have the funds, man. Didn't have the funds. Ruby was broke.
It will come when you least expect it.
That's what she said. All right. But yeah, man, Dallas Expo, always a pleasure, always a good time. There was always some always great costumes there as well, cosplayers and celebs. It was good. Any last thoughts on the
No,
whole event?
we had a good time.
Yeah, I had a good time, even if it was for just a day. If they have another celebrity that I want an autograph from, or probably just want to go just to hang out, and like if let's say there are other Avengers there that need my Ant-Man there, I'll be like, all right, I'll think about making
heed the call.
A cameo appearance.
I got the attention from Prince. Is it Roku from Avatar? I got his attention. I was when I was passing by his Ruby Rod. He was like,
he
pointed. Hey, bro. I was on the microphone. I said, we got to my right, we have it, and to the left, we got Prince Roku. I was in character. So it was a good time.
Took a photo of Giancarlo Esposito from a distance, and he happened.
He looked right
at
He leaned in on the table. Like, I didn't know if he was mad about it or if he was trying to help us out. We tried to respect the 12-foot rule by doubling it. We were like 30
Way
feet away.
far
Not
away.
only that, but you also got to respect the others that are waiting in line.
Well, at this point, when he took that picture, his line had cleared out. I don't know if he was
his
getting
line was
ready to
empty.
pack up. So we had like a perfect clear shot, and he just happened to look right at us.
But I was afraid to make waves. I didn't want to. I knew I could have just asked if can we, respecting the 12-foot rule, can we? I
Get
want to
up
do
closer.
a story real quick and video. And I just was too afraid to ask. I didn't ask. But I should just.
The one thing I will say is this: the worst thing someone can say is no.
No, right.
Because the Stranger Things helpers were very like
They were don't even think
apparently that was a big no-no, and they were anybody that was even pulling a camera out anywhere near, they were like, put it up.
I can imagine because they're kids, probably.
Well, not just because they're kids, but it's because you're getting something free from them when obviously they're there to get paid,
Yeah.
And that's the one thing. Like, someone's like, maybe I can get it. Like, that person's taking photos. Like, that person works for them.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, how can you tell? I'm like, because I saw them behind the table earlier, and they got around the table.
Yeah, they were sharing Doritos. I think he knows them.
Yeah, so it's like I pay attention to stuff, and I know the score with conventions, and that's like with celebrities. Keep your phone in your damn pocket. Keep your camera off.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Unless you get permission from like the head honcho of press saying you can do the interview, they'll let you know where to do it, whether it be at their table or the green room. You just pretend like if you want to get a photo with them, do it at the photo booth that you pay for. That's it.
Right.
So we have someone that was at Fan Expo in the comments. I was the snake cosplayer.
Wait, not that Pokemon snake thing.
I don't know. He says, I love your Ruby Rod, and I see Kevin, the director. So he... Aragorn Skywalker?
I think I know him. Yeah, Aragorn Skywalker. He's one of my. He's definitely someone that follows me. And thank you, Aragorn. Glad you had a good time. I think he was. If he's Snake, I'm guessing.
He said I was
Snake.
the Snake.
Oh, Snake! Yeah, we from
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear Solid. Yes, we talked. We spoke to him. Yeah, yeah. We your interview that we did is going to be. I only got one up, but after tomorrow's show, I'll start getting the rest of the content up. Don't worry, everybody's interviews that we did, I'm gonna do a whole media blitz on our blog and on this channel and everything. But guys, yeah, that was our experience. We're gonna talk about it a little bit more with our next guest tomorrow. Is it Robert Reed is going to be here in the studio. He was Zorg at Comic Palooza, and he was
Doc Brown
Doc
as well.
Ock. Oh yes, he was Doc Brown.
I saw he did Doc Brown at Fan Expo too, just
really?
not when we were there.
And he
I
was
think that was on
and
Sunday.
he was Dr. Octopus at
A Saturday.
Saturday.
on Saturday,
With
yeah.
the expendable. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had an
He's a good-
elaborate
I've
costume.
recorded his cosplay before. It's really
Yeah,
good.
he's great. Yeah, so he's going to be on the show tomorrow, and we'll talk a little bit more about Dallas Fan Expo. Guys, if you were there at Dallas Fan Expo, if you're just a cosplayer in general, tell us about your experience, the places that you've been, places that you're going, and let's keep like I always said, let's keep talking. All right, moving on real quick to the next topic, babe. What's the next topic of the week?
From CBR.com, Jonathan Majors won Best Actor in a Leading Role at the Next Generation Indie Film Awards, an annual film festival and award ceremony that celebrates independent filmmakers and their work and provides a platform for independent filmmakers to gain recognition and exposure for their work. He got this for his performance in the film The Last Black Man in San Francisco. Could a win like this mean positive things for majors?
What do you think? So, what do you think about that? Okay.
Obviously, like there's been like he was found guilty of the allegations. I always believe that there's always a second chance for people. Like whenever like they do something like that, they come back better because of it. I mean, look at Robert Downey Jr. I mean, no one would ever suspect he would have this kind of comeback in his life. Right. And now he's an Oscar winner. Right. And Will Smith, like with the movie that came out, last weekend, I had a good time with it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little later. Yeah.
I think for somebody like Will, because he's had already such a long career, the time frame for forgiveness or
people
to calm down is shorter for him versus Jonathan Majors, who's still a little bit newer.
Okay.
I don't know that he's going to just be able to just jump.
I think it will take him some time, but
I think that's a way back.
Yeah, I think it's possible. I just don't know that it's going to be super quick.
Almost immediate as Will Smith. Yeah. But it could take some time, but it's definitely a step forward in the direction that he should be going into.
Yeah. Exactly. I was going to say this, the same thing. This is the direction that he wants to be going. He's kept it low key, kept it quiet. He's not making any waves. He's just trying to work wherever he can. He was found guilty of causing injury to that person, but not intentionally causing injury. So there was two separate types of charges, and I think because of that. I think, just like you said, Will Smith, for example, and we're going to talk about Bad Boys 4 a little bit later, there's a road back. And as long as he's not making any crazy moves, making any crazy waves, saying anything crazy, he's keeping it low key. And in my opinion, if he stops doing interviews where he compares his girlfriend Megan Good to Loretta, to Martin Luther King's wife. Stop doing that. In my just stop. I know what you're trying to do, but stop. It just sounds weird. If I was his publicist, I'd be like, all right, let's stop with the Loretta King stuff. He'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. But guys, let us know what you guys think about this. He's winning awards. This is an indie independent film awards celebration. He won Best Picture or Best Actor, I believe it was. And I think. As time goes by, he'll be fine, and or maybe not. We'll see. We'll just see. Let us know what you guys think. All right, what's the next topic of the day?
From Screen Rant, the upcoming film adaptation of The Last Ronin, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic series. The writer wants Judith Hoag, who played April O'Neil in the '90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, and who is expressing her interest in reprising her role for the adaptation. There is speculation on the potential for Hoag to play an older version of April O'Neil in the adaptation. If this is true, what does a casting like this do to your interest in this project?
It increases it 9,000 times than it was before. I'm already excited about this story because the story of, I've never read this comic book, but I've heard the concept of it, The Last Ronin, of a future where all the turtles are unalived, and there's one turtle left, and he's on a blood oath to avenge him. And April's still out there. Oh my goodness! And this movie is supposed to be, if the rumors are true, it may be rated R, or at least a more adult version of what we're used to. No more cowabunga dudes. More like in the direction that the first team. Yeah, more yippee. Yes. Very good, babe. Oh man, wow. I've never been more turned on than I am right now. More yippee-ki-yay. But with April O'Neil, the original April, and I like both ladies who played April O'Neil, but to see the original April when she came back in the reboot, or the remake of the Turtles movies, those Michael Bay movies, that was That was a cool moment in my opinion. But for her to come back as April O'Neil, yes. Yes, and the person who played April in the sequel, I wouldn't mind if she comes back as a different character, just like the original did in the remake. Let both Aprils have shine, but to have the original April O'Neil in makes me more excited. What about you, Kevin? How do you feel about this story?
I think it's definitely going to call back to a lot of the adults currently right now that watched it as a kid, and they're going to be like, "Oh my god, this is so great!" Like Beetlejuice, for crying out loud. They brought Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, and Winona Ryder back. Like to bring back Miss Hogue, if they can bring back also Elias,
as Casey Jones.
As Casey Jones. Yeah. I mean, granted he's a lot older, but still, if they can bring back a lot of the original cast members, and even the kid that played Danny as an adult. That is going to really resonate and bring a lot of more audiences, young and old, to watch The Last Ronin.
Would you want this? Would you want this Last Ronin to be another universe just with some similar characters, or would you want it to be a direct sequel to the original, a darker sequel to the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I want it to be as a sequel because nothing can really, I think to do this as a kind of like a different universe, I think would make more sense.
With some variants.
Exactly. I think some variants would be a good idea. So that way it still keeps the original TMNT trilogy the way it was, not trying to add more to it. It's just saying, hey, this is not a sequel. This is just kind of like a new telling of a story that may or may not have happened,
Yeah. What about you, babe? I know you. Okay, so we got the two turtle geeks out of it. Were you a turtle geek?
If Tabs and I, because we've discussed this before, because you've talked about this movie, yes. If Tabs and I were here, she would again reiterate, we could not be drier, because I could not care less
the only ones that are
about this movie.
Are the
it doesn't have anything to do with Judith Hogue, because she's fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And my kids watched her in a whole nother Disney series, the Halloween Town. So I love her. Mm-hmm. I just don't care about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at all.
Ninja.
Fun fact: Kimberly J. Brown ended up marrying
the guy, the bad,
the bad kid of the series.
I followed them on,
and I'm like, dang, they got their happy ever after.
There you go. Well, I mean, whatever that means. I don't know that for that.
My kids watched all the Halloween Towns. They've been trying to get that rebooted as well because it had like 4 of them, I think. And the last one, they recast with a different like a different girl. Not Judith, but a different Kimberly, a different one. And fans were like, no, we want her back. Mm-hmm. And so she does a lot of Comic-Con type things and signs, and people are like, would you do it again? Because Judith Hogue does comic, and they're like, and they're all like, absolutely, would do it again. I loved every minute of it.
Well, maybe the gift that keeps on giving, The Last Ronin, maybe that will be what brings that back. But first, let's get April O'Neil back. I couldn't be any more excited. If you told me that this was a direct sequel to the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies, or an alternate universe where it's just some similar variants. It's either or. I think it'd be a great time. I think you can't go wrong with this casting so far. If the rumors are true, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just they're still in negotiations, and maybe for all we know, she might say no. Who knows? But I hope to see her.
She's supposed to be appearing at that event that I asked you to.
Big Texas?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll ask her then.
They got like the Lord of the Rings actors coming down for that one, and I know my friend Katie, she is in love with Lord of the Rings, and I told her about that. She's like, "Well, I'm going there." And I'm like,
we're talking about Big Texas. Was it Big Texas?
Texas Comic-Con.
I am going. I want to go because I want all the Blue's Clues guys. They're all 3 going to be there.
Okay.
And my kids grew up on that.
Okay.
I need to talk to Steve.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll make it. Okay. I'll make some calls. I'll make it happen. But guys, let us know what you guys think about this whole situation. Oh man, I forgot to even put the other graphics up. What you think about? Is it? First it was Hogue. Judith. I'm sorry, Judith Hogue returning as April O'Neil. Would you guys be interested in seeing this? Do you think it matters, or you care? Yeah, yes, yay, or nay? Let us know in the comments below. And let's keep talking. All right, what's the next thing? Oh well, you know what? Real fast, let me let me do something I've wanted to do on the show for a while. I wanted to do a shameless plug. I should have got the box, but I'll when I download this, I'll fix it in post. I'll just do that. But,
You'll paint us a picture right now
yeah,
with your
picture.
words.
So the
Picture, if you will.
Yeah, picture. Okay, in a world where your flat screen TV is boring as hell, but it could be awesome if you got the Govee backlights for your television, guys. The Govee backlight, I have it in my house right now. I don't watch the news. I don't watch my cartoons. I don't watch movies without having these Govee lights on. It makes every experience better. Get this product. It is amazing. I'm going to do it. This is my shameless plug. This is unofficially sponsored by Govee. Go to your streaming platform of choice and get these backlights. They make your movie going experience 1,000 times awesome. Imagine watching The Last Ronin, and with these lights, where the LED lights are mimicking everything that you're watching on screen in perfect time. It is amazing. You know what? I can't wait. I'm gonna go watch Little Rascals with this on again. I don't care whatever it is. Doesn't matter what the movie is. Three Ninjas Knuckle Up. Doesn't matter what the movie is. It makes it amazing. Go get your Govee lights. All right. That was my little shameless plug. Anyway, what's the next topic of the day?
From The Hollywood Reporter, Bad Boys 4 didn't open too far behind the $62 million domestic opening of Bad Boys for Life back in January of 2020. Well, I didn't remember it was in 2020. Yeah. That film went on to earn $426 million at the global box office to rank as that year's top earner. Ride or Die has opened in its first 58 markets overseas to $50.9 million for a global start of $107.4 million, and is strong, doing business across in Europe and Latin America. What do you think has led to this success?
Well, like you were talking about,
I have said marketing all day.
Yeah.
Because they are
go.
marketing the hell out of this.
Mm-hmm.
They are all over TikTok on just influencers' pages doing bits.
Yeah.
They even have that one guy that
The Kobe.
Yeah.
Yes.
That does that.
They've done. I showed him that, and that wasn't even their only
So-
one. They did 2 or 3 with him that were all similar.
Yeah, no, like it's great marketing. Obviously, both Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have a good following, but when you bring on other influencers, other celebrities, and they're advertising across different platforms, yeah, people are going to want to see the full movie. I mean, I know I was interested in it because I remember watching Bad Boys 2 in theater, and when Bad Boys 3 came out, I'm like, I'm going to watch it, and this is, I think, I'm not sure if it was before or after the slap heard around the world.
Yeah.
But I do know when I watched the 4th one, I was like, hopefully people are liking it. And I'm like, man, people are liking it. And I'm like, okay, I'm liking it too. And oh my God, yeah.
Well, we haven't seen it yet. We're going to go see maybe this weekend. But I have to agree, the marketing of it has been extraordinary. Just like reminds me of what's going on with Deadpool. You know that every time Ryan Reynolds is doing a Deadpool movie, that marketing team is on fire, and they're always on point. So they did a great job with that. I think. But marketing aside, if the movie wasn't well put together, well written, and well produced, it probably wouldn't have gotten the reviews that it got. But the reviews were good. Everybody said they're enjoying it. Now here's my question to you: the direction that they're going now, Bad Boys Ride or Die, like Bad Boys 4, is a completely different, feels like a whole different universe in my opinion than what Bad Boys 1 was. This direction that they're going now, are you into it? Do you like this direction?
I think they did, honestly, it's still, I think it honors what the original first 2 Bad Boys were done by Michael Bay,
Mm-hmm.
These 2 guys that are in this, in the crap together, and they're going to make their way through it. They don't know how they're going to do it. They're going to do it, and they definitely are, well, they're ride or die for this one.
They're bad boys.
They're definitely ride or die for this ride, for sure.
I agree. The only thing I don't agree on is that it's the Fast and Furious effect. I mean, it's a completely different world. They came from just street racers who steal cars, and now they're international spies and whatnot. So and I feel like that's but to survive, I think they have to. I think just like most franchises nowadays, you have to adapt. I mean, you can't do the exact same knock joke from from 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You have to adapt and evolve, and it's you're finding a whole newer and younger audience. But I feel like I don't mind that they're going, to these bigger and more complicated stories and getting this whole team of family, if you will, involved. I don't mind that. It's just that I feel like from what 1 and 2 did, I feel like the formula was more simple. Like it was a person is in trouble. These bad boys. They bump into the bad boys to help them, get out of a jam. Like the first one was a person who witnessed her friend being unalived, and then the bad boys had to be like her protectors. Now it's going into that. Oh, I said it.
For me,
it's going into that spy direction. Like they're now they're becoming more international. Almost James Bondish kind of types or something like that, like G.I. Joe. I don't know. I feel like that's where it's going. Maybe that's me.
Any sequel that you have, especially in action, it's always they're gonna try to one up. They're gonna try to one up it. They're gonna try to one up it because they have to. Otherwise, it's like
you don't want to tell the same joke.
It feels like otherwise, it's not just the same joke, but it's like doing higher stakes action, higher stakes stories. It's gonna continue escalating the series, to new heights.
But it's gonna get to a point, in my opinion, where it's gonna turn into it's gonna feel like it's a Mission Impossible movie. Where they're gonna now that they're crossing over finally G.I. Joe and Transformers. I feel like we're gonna be like, okay, maybe we can cross over Fast and Furious with the bad boy. What franchise would work with these guys?
I don't know. I do remember there was one time I heard where 21 Jump Street was going to be mixed with Men in Black, and I'm like, I would like to see that. I think
21 Jump Street could work with Bad Boys.
Well,
they could work, but Men in Black and 21 Jump. I was hoping Sony would do.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to say what they could go with because Bad Boys curse a lot, and there's so much violence, and you have to find something else that's rated R that has.
That's in that same kind of tone. Yeah.
What about what's that? The Eddie Murphy Axel Foley film, Beverly Hills Cop.
That fits. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not mad at that. That can fit. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if there's a lot of violence or language.
Oh yeah.
If there is, then okay, it could work.
They could. Yeah. That's a good one. I can see that. In the box office, what was that it made in that opening week? It was like that first weekend it made what
50.9
million, and it's gonna it's about to run into a whole slew of movies that are oh my goodness, what the heck happened there? Zoomed in too much on that one. But coming up, the projection for Inside Out is about 85 million, and afterwards, Quiet Place Day 1 about 45 million. So the box office is they're doing great with the budgets of what these movies are being produced for. What do you think about the direction of these movies now? I'm sorry, of the box office this year. What do you? Because people were worried, like, the movies we're starting. The box office is weak. I'm like, I don't agree. I think this is gonna be a big year.
It's like the thing is, the box office was kind of. We had to kind of slow down on watching movies, particularly during the year the pandemic happened in 2020. So obviously a lot of films didn't perform as well because they had no choice but to release on streaming platforms just to, just
getting past the writer's strike as well.
Exactly. So it's like everything. It's like when you're working out, you're not gonna be strong. You're gonna be kind of weak. So the more you do, the stronger you're gonna get, and the stronger you get, the more you can push yourself to doing that stuff. So
you're talking about that Hollywood muscle memory, baby. We got
exactly.
that muscle memory got to kick in.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah. It's not going to be overnight. It's going to take time.
We got Inside Out coming out. We got Deadpool and Wolverine about to come out. We're going to have some juggernauts coming. Which one do you think do you think Inside Out is going to make $1 billion?
Maybe like a couple $100 million, but I think Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool definitely will.
I think
Inside Out too could make $1 billion. Did the first one make $1 billion?
I don't know. I don't think
I
it
have to
did.
look that one up, but I think
But my money's going to be on
Deadpool
and
definitely.
Wolverine.
Deadpool definitely.
I mean, as the one movie that's going to get the most money this year, probably Deadpool and Wolverine. Because I mean, you have Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, both are looking like the actual characters from the comics and the cartoons. Not to mention,
it'll be the most highest. It'll be the most highest grossing R-rated movie, definitely. But Inside Out, if the question is which is going to make more money, that's if it makes $1 billion. You're probably right. Maybe it won't. But if Inside Out 2 does make $1 billion, I would say, and I would think that both of these movies would make $1 billion. But if they both make $1 billion, I think Inside Out would.
I'd say like
it's a family film.
Inside Out, I think might make the high 100 millions for sure, at least.
It's Inside Out. The first one globally made 858.
I would say probably like between 500 and 750 million, just to be on the safe side, because sometimes sequels surpass them, sometimes they don't. But still, if they get a good amount of numbers, guess what? No harm, no foul. I mean, Star Wars Episode 1 made over 400 mil domestic, and Star Wars 2 about 300, and so on and so forth. You know.
True enough. All right. Well, let us know what you guys think. Do you think Inside Out 2 is gonna make $1 billion, or do you think is Bad Boys gonna make $1 billion? Well, no, that's not gonna make $1 billion. But I think these box office results, I think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be just fine. I think that Inside Out 2, A Quiet Place, it's gonna be a good time. I think the box office is gonna be just fine. Let us know what you guys think. All right, let's talk about the next topic here. Arcane season 2 trailer just dropped, and I think I want to get your thoughts on it. Did you get a chance to did you watch the Arcane on Netflix?
I've checked out the first season. Definitely was it was well done in my opinion. Haven't seen the second season trailer yet, but I am aware that it's coming out to Netflix fairly soon.
Yeah.
I'll probably wait until the second season is officially out. Like, I'm not sure if they'll do it like, one episode every week like they do with certain TV shows like The Boys. But if it releases everything all in like one day, then I'll be like, if I'm not busy, then yeah, I'll binge it. I know there are certain shows I'm binging with my my bestie Fox Miss Prime, like Knuckles. We just started watching that, so we're like, okay, now we got 4 more episodes left. But as I said, it also depends on what I got going on right now. So, but I should have some time, hopefully, between the Juneteenth and July 19th and 20th, so I should have a lot of time to catch up.
Oh yeah, but for the first one, that season was a surprise. It was so heartbreaking, man. That whole season just some of the best stuff I've ever seen Netflix do. Some of the best that I've seen an animated series ever do. That whole story from beginning to end, it never stopped being more and more and more awesome. If just to say something as simple as that, it just got more and more awesomer as it went on. But it was so sad. At the same time, the action was on point. The character development was on point. Everything was great about it. And then seeing this trailer, it all started because I felt like, man, this is taking a long time for this sequel. The second season to come out. Is anybody gonna care? The halfway point of this trailer, I'm locked in. I can't wait for this to come out. This trailer, it brought it all. It all came screaming back as I watched it. Babe, did you watch Arcane? What did you kind of watched it in the background as me and the kids were watching it and all that. But so I guess this trailer didn't mean anything to you because you didn't even watch. So I'm the only one. So between us three, I'm the only one who has both seen the first season and watched this trailer. So my opinion is the only one that matters here, and I am correct. That trailer. Watch that trailer. You're gonna love it. You're gonna watch it. When you watch it, you're gonna love it. You're gonna.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it when I get back home. Yeah. I know, like, since I'm done editing my KomochiCon content, and I'm pretty much more or less caught up on my self-evaluation and paperwork. I have time now, so I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to actually have some time to do stuff. Yeah. Catch up on shows.
I can't wait to any expectation. And I heard that this was. They're only doing it 2 seasons. This is it. They said this was the final season. I'm like, what?
Well, sometimes, I mean, the thing is, like, certain shows are best if it's only a couple seasons. I mean, look at the AT crowd. It was only like 4 or 5 seasons, and it was brilliant.
They wrapped it up, yeah. But you know what? Maybe
even The Boys is going to end on its 5th season.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing lasts forever.
we're talking about that.
Because
tomorrow.
otherwise, it'll get stale, and people will be like, oh, this season's not as good as the first couple of seasons, you know?
Definitely in that situation of leaving them wanting more. This one, I can see it. I mean, but at the same time, I thought when I saw that flash on the screen that this was going to be the final season, I hope I'm wrong about that. But if it is, based on how the first one went, that's not really much. I guess there is a lot of story you could tell, but to wrap this one up in a perfect bow, I feel like they must have a great way this is going to end because of how the first season began and end. Oh, that cliffhanger. Oh my God, it hit so hard. So if they're gonna end it off with 2 seasons, that must mean that they're gonna do something that's just gonna blow you out of the water. I'm predicting that it's. I don't believe them. I think this is gonna be so good, or at least I hope it will be so good that they check. You know what? No, we gotta get a 3rd season out of this. We're gonna squeeze a little bit more out of this lemon. Just squeeze a little, get more blood out of this stone. Is that the expression?
Either that, or they could do what Breaking Bad did and do a
spin-off,
a
prequel,
or a standalone movie that kind of takes place after the
same.
series.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah,
they have those options.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I hope so. Maybe or it'll wrap up so perfectly. You know, they'll be like, you know what? No, perfect. Leave it alone. Let it go. And I think, Joe, I think you would like that cartoon, but you know. Joy hates animation. She hates fun. That's my wife, ladies and gentlemen. Anything fun and animated, she hates it.
Who hurt you as a child?
I like
Smurfs movies and stuff. She hates them. Garfield.
There were some things. I mean, I saw the Across the Spider-Verse and whatnot. And it was
Okay,
good.
yeah, she loves Across the Spider-Verse. I'll give her that. All right, I think I'll keep her. All right, I'm not too mad about it. Well, guys, let us know what you guys thought about the Arcane Season 2 trailer. I thought it was amazing. Like I said, it all came flooding back. I loved it. Let's share your thoughts on that, and let's move on to the last topic, the main topic of the night. Before we get out of here, we have the Acolyte Season 3. Now, I said I was going to, all right, this has been 24 hours. Right, we're going to get into some spoiler territory. You sure you don't want to, plug your ears and get out?
I'll probably forget about it later on.
He said he's going to say, I'll take an edible, I'll forget about the spoiler.
Me personally, I'm one that it doesn't even bother me.
What, spoilers?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, some people it bugs them, some people it doesn't. But overall, I thought this latest episode was good. I thought it was not my favorite episode, but one thing I like about this show is this whole mystery about this what happened between the sisters, played by Lauren and Leah Bradley, the younger versions of the siblings, in this flashback episode, young May and young Osha. When watching this show, you're like, okay, there's these 4 Jedi, and they did something bad to this young lady who was being trained to be a Jedi, and her twin sister wants revenge on them for something that they did. Now, we got the flashback, and I thought we were going to get the answers. What the hell did these Jedi do that pissed this girl off so bad? And it's still a mystery. It's a fuzzy or hazy type of mystery. Like, there's 2 ways you can think about it. People lost their lives. Their family members lost their lives and everything, and it's like they're trying to make it seem like one of the sisters is the cause of it. I don't think so. I think there's a misdirect. I think my overall theory on this series is that the person that we think is being set up to be the bad guy is actually the hero, not in her own mind the hero. Every great villain in their own mind thinks that they're the hero, that their cause is right. I think these Jedi did something, and I think there's a huge cover up, and these Jedi did something so heinous that they that this dark Jedi user or the person that's being painted to be the bad guy is going to eventually be justified. No, she was right. I think people are going to be split. Nope, she was right. Those Jedi were wrong. Yeah, she deserved to kill them all. Like, I think that's what's happening. But that's my opinion. There's a whole much more than that to talk about, but I just want to get that out the way before. I know without context, I know it's kind of like, you're like, what the heck are you guys talking about? But it all makes sense when you get started on it. But Joy, what do you think about my theory about the villain? You still think it's going to end up there?
I feel like
I think May
it
is
doesn't
right.
need to be complicated. You act as if in the history of the world, people haven't tried to seek revenge for things that, because in their own mind, someone else was at fault.
Yeah.
Which is what they're already saying. May wants revenge because she feels that they are the cause for her whole planet being destroyed.
Or her village or her people, being...
Which, I mean, some of it's kind of true because they did show up and there was no reason to show up, and they did, and started a whole cascade of events which led to May behaving poorly.
So basically, this
When she was a child.
These tribe of force users, they're like witches, and they are. It's discovered that they have these twin sisters, and they're using the force. And I guess when the Jedis find out that there are young people using the force, they feel it's in their right.
They're like,
if you're a force user and you're young,
the law says
we get to train you. And it's like, I'm like, hold on, this
and
is our damn planet. Who the hell are you? I don't give a damn.
The witches said, like, we're not part of your laws.
Yeah, we're not part of your laws and stuff. Like, you ain't gonna just come over here and take our kids. Like, who the hell are you? And the whole time this episode's going in this flashback, it's like they're
and then
making
of course
it seem
they're like, well, who's their
choice.
father?
We'll get into that in a second, but the whole moral aspect of it is like, I feel like these Jedi cross a lot of moral lines. You go to this planet, it's like, okay, if you got children using the Force, then give them to us. Like, no, like, and they feel like self-righteous. I feel like it's gonna come down to that.
So I'm like that. I like totally see where other people from the other side could just be like, "You did cause this."
Yeah, the Jedi were the bad guys in this.
And
they
especially
were trying to steal children.
Especially from a little child's perspective, who's like, "I'm here, happily living with my mom and my family."
And these Jedi want to steal my sister.
And then you came and jacked that up.
Yeah.
And my sister, who we all see was already in inner turmoil and didn't want to do this.
You tricked her to want to become a Jedi.
But she sees it from her perspective is, no, you made her want to do this.
Yeah, you made her want to be a stupid
now you
ass
all must
Jedi.
die.
Yeah.
You ruined my whole life.
Yeah. So these twins right here, they're like, yeah, you're we have a whole beautiful thing going on this planet. And these damn Jedi are coming in and trying to break up a happy home.
We weren't bothering anybody.
The Jedi,
minding our business.
The Republic are acting like CPS, Child Protective Services, coming in and breaking up this home. I don't know, man. I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen. But like I said, we have the two young ladies here playing May and Osha, the twin sisters. These two actresses are not. I think they are siblings in real life, but they're not twins. And people online were nitpicking like they normally do on Star Wars. Like, they're not even real twins. Why couldn't you get? Shut up.
Not all twins look the same.
Even identical twins you can still see some facial differences.
I think they were just saying that because the adult version, even though it's one person, she is playing identical
twins. The adult version is being played by one person, but
so it's identical.
Person, they got two different
people that don't look
alike.
alike.
But still, like, you can have fraternal twins and have them be, born from the same, born the
it's
same.
Like, just enjoy the stories, guys. Just enjoy the story.
Now another thing that was being nitpicked on this episode was the fact that these twins are being raised by two mothers, and the whole concept about how they were conceived. Like one mother who was played by is it Margarita Levieva as Mother Coral. She's the person who carried these children.
But Jodie Turner-Smith.
Too many margaritas.
Yeah, exactly right. All right.
But Jodie Turner-Smith.
But Jodie Turner-Smith
said, "I created
She's
them."
the one who she may have used the Force to create them, and that made a bunch of people just like the Joker said, everybody started losing their minds because they thought it was stepping on what happened with Anakin being created by the Force. Now, in the middle of that episode, I was like, all right, but there's two ways that you can kind of think about it. Now, if this is their other mother, one who created them. Now, was Anakin created by the Force, or did Palpatine manipulate the Force to create Anakin? Now, they've never really answered that question. And even in this episode, they hinted that maybe they used the Force to create these twins. Or they could have went to a sperm donor. We don't know. They didn't really specify, but it doesn't matter. People are online trying to nitpick and tear this whole series down just for every little thing. Yeah, we'll get onto that later, but since you are familiar with episode 1 and of all the Star Wars movies, so just asking you, even though if you haven't seen this series yet or this episode yet, if it turns out that more than just the Emperor, or if the Force can decide to make more than one chosen one type of, an Anakin like blah, 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 does that ruin what Anakin was in your opinion?
No, not really, because it was his journey that we were following him through. That the reason why it was called the Skywalker saga is because we were following the family of Skywalker, starting from Anakin and ending with his 2 children, and having Rey take up the mantle of the name Skywalker. Yeah.
So, I don't know why people can't be that mature about it. I mean, it doesn't change anything. I feel like if one person can manipulate the Force to create a new Force user in the womb, then another person can do it. I'm like, you set a precedent. So who cares? I'm like, I don't know. People are just trying to find any excuse to nitpick on this whole series.
They just prefer making it a direct deposit themselves.
Yeah. And then, like I said, it hasn't been determined that she meant by the Force. I feel that she could have gone to a Jedi sperm donor. I don't know.
I mean,
how high is your midichlorian count?
Speaking of which, there was a scene where they tested the blood of one of the twins, but they did not use the word midichlorian. You knew that's what he was doing, but they would not use that word because you know how people reacted to that whole thing. But so it's still lore. It's like, oh, I'm just testing your blood. And I was like, is he gonna say midichlorian?
Say it.
That was the whole time. I was like, he's gonna say it? Like, no. They Disney and Star Wars, Lucas, they've decided they are not gonna say that word again. At least not for now. So we had Mother Kari. Let me put him back on screen. We had Mother
Coral.
Mora Coral and Mother. What was the other?
Anastasia.
Who are the mothers of these twins. One carried them, but the other created them. The cool thing about Coral is that she seems to be that same species of like Darth Maul, and who is also in relation with. Let me go to my notes because I wrote it all down. I couldn't remember. Might be in relation with the species that's with the Darth Maul people and the Night Sisters, and the Night Sisters are considered witches as Force users. And these ladies in this
they do refer to themselves as witches and their coven.
They're a coven. So it's like they're the Brindok witches. So my question was, are the Brindok witches like the Jedi version of witches, and the Night Sisters are like the Sith? I was so because none of these questions were answered. It's just giving me more to think about. That's what I enjoyed about this episode, because it was making me ask these questions. Maybe that was the thing that was frustrating other people. It's like, no, She shouldn't be there because those witches are on this planet or something like. I'm like, she could have switched sides. Who knows? I don't know.
I mean, I know when you were listening to stuff earlier, there was comments like, "I'm tapping out. I saw episode 3 and that's it. I'm done."
Yeah, some people are calling it the best episode of Star Wars. Other people are going. There was a lot that happened in this episode. I mean, we're going long on other topics, so I don't have time to go.
I mean, I've been enjoying it. And I said that last week when we talked about it because I had no intentions of watching this because I've not watched any of the. I mean, I've seen all the Star Wars movies, but I've not watched The Mandalorian. I've not watched the Book of Boba Fett. I've not watched any of those series that you've been watching. And you just put this on the other night, like I'm watching it. You can watch it or get out of the room or whatever. So I just got involved, and I was like, all right, I actually like it. I'm cool with it.
I'm enjoying the
keep
mystery.
watching.
I'm enjoying the potential of this mystery because I might be overthinking it, and I might be thinking that the mystery behind it. I'm hoping that the when it's all said and done, that they're gonna peel the onion and be like, not every Jedi was, quote unquote the good guy. Some of them did bad things or stupid things or made bad choices, and there's a lot of guilt, it feels like, with these Jedi that May is hunting down. She's pissed for one of the twin sisters. She's pissed for some reason of these 4 Jedi, from whether it's Trinity from the Matrix.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah, she's pissed. She is pissed for it, and I feel like we're gonna find out that there is a legit reason why she's mad.
You got comments in your.
Oh yeah, we'll get to as well. But before we get, we're gonna go into some of the feedback that the other YouTubers and stuff have been talking about. But one thing I want to bring up again was we had this young man who was one of the four Jedi. So this to the right of the screen. I
told Chris when we were in the middle of watching it, I was like, "Why does he look?"
On the left
Why does he look both young and old at the exact same time?
Now we know because of the because the flashback was only 10 years prior to the image of him on the left. That dude was stressed out. If he lost all that head of hair. So looking at the picture on the left of what this Jedi did, one of the ones that was being hunted down because they did something bad to these women, these witches. If he lost that much hair, and he's been stressed out. So I'm leaning towards my theory. Those Jedi did something really bad. It's going by the end of this season. I think it's going to be that the quote unquote bad guy, the bad Force users, are going to be on the side of. They're going to be justified on why they're pissed off at these Jedi. And these Jedi, there's a cover up. There's a political cover up that the Republic is covering up on what they did. They did something. Whatever the hell they said they did that. I'm telling you, they did. The fact that this dude lost that much hair in 2 years or whatever, how many ever years it was.
Our Wookiee Jedi.
Oh yeah. He went into seclusion. Yeah, he went into hiding. They did something bad, and I'm sticking with this series because I want to know what the hell these Jedi did. These pompous, arrogant, know-it-all, child-stealing Jedi. They did something to those people, and I know that they're going to be the bad guys on it. That's just my opinion on it. That's my theory on it. I know that's a bunch of word salad on there, but. I'm not worried about whether or not it changes the lore or the history of how Anakin was considered. I don't care about that. I feel like if Palpatine can do it, anybody can do it. Palpatine shouldn't be the only person in the world that can do all these amazing things. You have to learn it from somebody. And if these witches can naturally do the same thing, I don't care. They're like, it's not real Star Wars. They're making it up as they go. That's what you do. You make it up as you go. Sometimes, like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But George Lucas made it up as the stuff that he wound up doing in Episode 1. He didn't have that planned out when he first created it in '77. So sometimes you change things up. Like it's not a big deal. But anyway, that was Calorians. But some of these other YouTubers were losing their minds about this episode. And it's the same lineup of YouTubers that just are just trying to. They were determined to hate this series before it even started, and they they contributed to what is that called when you bomb the reviews before the show even started. They were bombing the reviews and trying to downvote the critic score.
Yeah. The Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, and it's like, no. I mean, is this the best Star Wars in the world? No, it's not.
It's a story. It's a story that someone thought, hey, this would be an interesting idea to include in this ever-growing universe.
Yeah.
Let's add it. It's just a story. People calm the fuck down.
But a lot of reasons why. I'm not gonna get into it. But look at this. Like 92%. Shields. They call the critics the shields, but the real fans ahead. Yeah, but those quote unquote real fans were downvoting it before it even came out. That was a coordinated attack. Like so when you get an episode like this that's divisive, they're like, you see, we're justified on downvoting it before the show even came out because episode 3 in their opinion sucked. I don't agree. I just feel like the mystery hasn't been revealed yet, and I feel like when the main reason behind this whole thing is revealed, what actually happened, because they're playing it up as a mystery. Spoiler, sorry, but of how her family was killed. Did the evil, the bad guy, the one of the sisters who's growing up to be the bad guy, did she do it? Or I don't think so. I think the Jedi. I don't know why I'm stuck on this. I love Jedis. I wish I was a Jedi, but I feel like these 4 Jedi up. I feel like they're gonna be the big bad. Not the big bad, like not intentionally, but I feel like a cover up happened where that this whole show is about not everything that every rebel did was morally, good, like what we see in that other series. Star Wars, from Rogue One. That's
Rebellion, Rebel, Star Wars Rebel or something.
No. The other new series that's the same character that was in Rogue One.
That's what I'm saying. It's
I forgot.
Endor.
Endor, yeah. Not everything that the rebels did were morally, good. They had to do some. They had to get their hands dirty, and I think these Jedi did something. But anyway, that's just my opinion. We don't know yet. But that's why I enjoy it. That's why I think this is a good series, because I feel like I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that the payoff.
I think it's important to not, criticize a series until the entire series is, at least the first season is.
Let it all unfold.
Exactly. Like once the first season is out, then be like, okay, this season was good. These are the pros. These are the cons. This is what could have been better. Here's what we're hoping for next season. Hopefully they'll address these things here and there. So yeah.
I mean, there are some situations where there are some shows that are so badly written where I'll tap out in the middle. I don't think this is one of those situations. I'm still gonna hold on that this series can give us something good. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I'm just too hopeful on it. Maybe I'm one of these shills or whatever you want to call me. But I don't feel like that. I feel like there's been worse shows. Is this show what I assumed it was gonna be or could have been? No, but I feel like the reason why it's the pace of it, the slow burn of it, I feel like it's where it's struggling at is because they feel like there's a payoff that's going to make everyone hopefully make this one of the best series that they've ever done, or it might fall flat on its face and just like wah, wah, wah. Maybe that might, but I'm hopeful that, and you know what? To be fair, series shouldn't do that. Series shouldn't have to be like you should suffer through 9 bad episodes because episode 10 is going to be awesome. That shouldn't be the case. But I just think that episode 3 is I think in comparison to episode 1 and 2 is the weakest. But I think that there's a reason behind why there was so much exposition, so much talking, so much. Because I feel like when episode 4 or 5 and when it ends, I feel like when this mystery is revealed, I feel like it's gonna go, damn, that's what those Jedi was. I don't know why. I just want these Jedi to be the bad guys. I don't know why. I'm like that. But anyway, Joy said that there was some chats that were in there. People were bringing some stuff. Let's see if I can.
I
If
can
anything
hang on.
pulls up.
I can grab it from here. And
I got it up on the screen. Like people, let's see. B Gill Studio says, "What's up, man? Finally caught up a live show. Been super busy working on big final film. I can't wait to see that, man. Let me know what you're working on. Let's see if anybody talking about. Oh, Brianna Jasmine says Palpatine is daddy. You think Palpatine? Nah, I don't. You think Palpatine might be the sperm donor? is Palpatine the daddy?
I know if he was a daddy, he'd be like, do it.
That's how I flirt. I'm like should I take should I take this off? Do it.
Do it.
And I play that sexy music. Yeah.
I'm afraid you'll find our station is fully operational.
Yeah. And now, young Skywalker, you shall die.
Skywalker will come.
Your faith in your faith in your friends. Your faith in that condom will be your undoing. We gotta come up with some crazy ass Palpatine, Daddy Palpatine lines. Your faith in your stroke skills will be your undoing. Oh man, let's see. Going back to the. Oh yeah, so that was the same. Going back to the Dallas Expo conversation. Oh, he said Eric Skywalker. He said, I see Captain the Director. We already talked about that, didn't we? Let's see. Brianna continues on. After seeing discussed in a bonnet, I know I'm going to need to see Inside Out 2 at least twice.
Ooh.
See, there's people already saying that they're gonna see it twice. It's gonna make $1 billion, man. It's gonna be $1 billion. It's gonna be $1 billion movie. I just feel like it's gonna be $1 billion.
If it was Toy Story, I would agree with you.
Oh yeah, we know that's gonna make $1 billion. Travis Mitchell says, I haven't seen episode 3, but my wild card idea is Indara is the masked Sith. Indara is who's playing Indara? I believe that the masked Sith was is Indara. Wait a minute, Indara. Who is Indara? Let me see if I can pull that up. Indara is, which one is? No, she's dead. That's what's her name from The Matrix? Indara. That's no, because she if no, I doubt it. I doubt it. But maybe. But if that turns out to be the case, oh no, that would disappoint me because she was one of the 4 that they're hunting down. At Travis, I agree. There's no way he's dead. You think she's alive? But why would she be? Unless she felt bad about what they did and then turned against the Jedi, and I don't know. That would overcomplicate it. She's one of the 4 Jedi that they're hunting down that did something bad to these people. Then for her to be the big bad, it would just be too confusing in my opinion. But maybe midichlorian donors. LOL. What do you think about some midichlorian donors? I need to borrow some of that midichlorian so I can have a Force baby.
The midichlorian is the little man on the boat.
Yeah. Little skeet.
I don't know if Trinity is Sith, but she's alive.
Trinity is Indar, yeah. Here we go. I don't know if Trinity is Sith, but she is alive. You think she's
What if this is a scenario from The Matrix?
I don't know why I would be disappointed. I think the person that was helping May, one of the twin sisters that's now mad and hunting these Jedi down, I think the guy that was helping the other actor from that TV show, from The Good Place, I think he's the big bad. I think he was too, because that scene where when her twin sister came in pretending to be May, and he recognized her, was like you look just like her. And I think he's playing the fool. He's playing innocent, like he doesn't know what's going on. I think he's up playing that too much. So I think he's the big bad. I think he knows more than what he's letting on. He's acting like he's just helping her out, and just by giving her weapons. And
he's feigning ignorance.
He's like just like with Jar Jar. They were originally planning on making him a Sith.
That
Originally,
would have been a good...
the Phantom Menace. He was supposed to be that Phantom Menace, but then they abandoned that. I think that's what they're doing. I think he's playing ignorant, and that he's the. But if it turns out to be Indara, okay. But I wouldn't like that as much as somebody, or maybe it's an unknown that we haven't seen yet. Yeah, I don't know. Good. Let's see. Yeah, I never. She continued. Brianna says, yeah, I never trust drunks. He sobered up pretty fast. Yeah, he was acting drunk the whole time, and then when the Jedi showed up, but to be fair, a lot of people do that when they get pulled over by the cops. You straighten up real fast when them lights.
Hang on, I gotta maintain.
Yeah, get that gum in your mouth. Yeah.
What seems to be the officer problem?
Yeah. I swear, your officer, I didn't think I was gonna get caught. But yeah, he sobered up real quick. But that was one of the reasons why I felt like he was laying it on too thick, trying to be like a bumbling. Oh, I'm just giving her supplies. You're like, no, you know a little more than you're letting on.
I swear she said she was legal.
Yeah, I swear. Yeah, and she came on to me. What was that? That wasn't on Mallrats when Ben Affleck played that.
Oh, come
jerk.
on, tell me when it popped her.
Yeah, exactly. When he played that jerk, he was like, "Oh, he's like 15." I thought she was 26. That's a big jump in age. Like, come on, dude.
Gotta get that driver's license, man.
Yeah, gotta check the driver's license. But I think that this story is it's not the worst Star Wars out there. I think it's gonna be a good mystery. I don't know. That's just what I feel. Or maybe I'm just hopeful. Maybe I'm just too hopeful. Well, guys, let us know what you guys think. Do you think this show is going to be? Is it gonna fall in its face, or is it gonna end well? Let's keep talking in the chats. Hit the like button if you're watching us live. Let it support the channel. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Talking Through the Medias. I am, like I said, your host, Chris Fagan. You can always find me. If you want to reach out to me, you can find me here at T3 Media Studios on all the socials, or Chris W. Fagan on socials as well. Oh, also for my new cosplay page that I just put up on Instagram. Ooh. Movie Ride, still alive. You can find me on Instagram at Movie Ride. Not Ruby Ride, Movie Ride. So check me out there and follow all the adventures there as well. But thank you for joining us again here in the studio, Kevin. People want to find you online. Where can they do so?
Oh, glad you asked. All you have to do is just look up Kevin the Director. That's at Kevin the Director. All one word, except for Twitter/X, it's Kevin the Director with just an R at the end because of the character spacing, or you're only allowed to have a certain amount of characters in. Yeah, I know. Mic drop. What?
My mic just
you're like,
fell, like
how dare you?
My mic just went flaccid for some weird
they're
reason.
like, you can't add the O and R at the end. You just got to do the R. That's how bad it was. The mic was like,
sucks. Yeah, they cheated you, man. Yeah, they cheated you, man. But yeah,
yes.
Appreciate you helping me out on these topics. You can go out there and watch the Acolyte. Get some time to watch that.
I'm going to.
It's a good time. Like I say always, guys, thank you for helping us out in the chat. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back again tomorrow, where our special guest, Robert Reed, will be here in studio with me, Joy, and Tabitha. And till next time, guys, like I always say, Talking Through the Medias has been brought to you in front of a live studio audience by people who were made through the Force, metachlorian sperm. Till next time, guys. Peace. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a Patreon. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.